As I walked out on a winter's night, alone on a Dublin street, I heard in the silent emptiness the sound of marching feet, and as I looked up I saw a host that never would retreat. 'Twas the boldest marching army that I had ever seen, for the moon shone on their rifles in uniforms of green, and under each man's slouch hat their eyes were bold and keen. They marched and no man spoke a word, like convicts behind bars, but they marched in lines of 5 abreast, strong men with battle scars, and the flag that fluttered o'er their heads I knew as the plough in the stars. One man he walked ahead of them, I knew him from an old day. James Connolly was their general that led them through the fray, for he had led the workers' strike and commanded the ICA. Now, General, 'tis 100 years since first you fought and died in Dublin streets and shot and shell with brave Pierce at your side. Why are you out again tonight, marching in your pride? Jim Connolly paused upon his way and turned to look at me, and the marching men stood down their arms as though 'twas meant to be. Jim Connolly took off his hat, and he did say to me, "The citizen army's out tonight, and if you wonder why, go ask if after 100 years the workers' state is nigh, or if the Republic has kept faith with the men who went to die. Do the workers have their pick of jobs and opportunities? And do they go to work with pride? Do they own the factories? Do they live in the houses that they build, and are their hearts at ease?" He looked at me reproachfully. His face was like a mask. "No, Connolly," I said, "and no again is the answer to all you ask, for justice and equality are still an undone task." Jim Connolly put his slouch hat on. "March on, me boys," he said. "That's why I walk the Dublin streets and rest not with the dead, for in the sweat of his brow still the worker eats his bread." If ye go out in Dublin town, walking the streets at night, you may see lines of marching men and wonder at the sight. Be not dismayed, 'tis the ICA, led by a man of might. The citizen army's out these nights, and if you wonder why, just look around you and see the wrong that goes on under the sky. Then shake your head and shed a tear as the army marches by.